It is the Riot Podcast. Good Monday, November 14th to you. You know, I was ready to record. I might need to burp at some point. So just keep that in mind.
Okay.
It might be from the Pringles.
Yeah, we had a food fight in this. I was, making sure, is Hudson's voice all ready to go for this podcast intro? But you're saying we should be worried about a burp more than your voice?
Which, I don't know why I'm saying that. This is a podcast. This isn't even on the radio now.
We could easily just
stop. We could stop. We could take the burp out of the recording if we needed to. But instead, we're just leaving all of this in. And if I burp, so be it.
It'll make it more real.
Yeah.
So the Riot food fight for today was the hot honey and the Philly cheesesteak Pringles. That's a new Walmart exclusive. So if you hop over to the video before this, if you're watching our video podcast, or if you keep listening, you can hear in your audio podcast our food fight for the day.
Righto.
So today during the podcast, Burpee over here taught us, Nikki and I, a thing or two about professionalism at the workplace.
Yes.
I did.
And from him,
From him, oddly enough. And we talked about a woman who has been, pretty much got TikTok famous for running some errands barefoot.
So what was the term for what she does?
She has a barefoot lifestyle.
A barefoot lifestyle.
Yeah, which is just code for never wearing shoes.
Which could also be considered lazy.
Yeah, I guess that's true. But I mean, you know what? To give her credit, if you're going to live your life barefoot, you got to have some tough feet, you know?
Yeah, they probably over time just get really callous.
Yeah, the irony is, I guess, the more you're barefoot, the more people are seeing your feet, it probably means the nastier your feet are because they're getting all dirty and scraped up and whatever. So that's kind of gross to think
about. It is gross. And you're devaluing your feet too. She's never going to make money, with the foot pick thing. That's not going to be her thing, I don't think, because you can just see them anytime you want.
Oh
as well as foot rub wise, you're not going to be getting any foot rubs.
RateMyFeet.com is not going to be kind to her.
What if someone, because I know a lot of people can have foot fetishes, no offense, but it tends to be guys.
Yeah.
But what if the guy has a foot fetish if your foots are just wrecked?
Oh, yeah.
That'd be even weird.
Maybe that would be even weirder.
Yeah.
That's probably a thing.
Maybe you can
She needs to look that up.
Yeah, because you can make a premium price.
Yeah.
Oh, and then I
guess, know what? Maybe I should look into that because I have some wrecked feet.
The guy with pictures and videos of just walking around at stores barefoot. That sounds weird.
Please go to Walmart, please. If you go to Walmart and take pictures in there.
I don't want this to be weird, but would you guys? Because it's not the same as
pictures of your feet.
I for sure
would. You do it if you could make money?
I 100% would do it.
You should try it.
I just don't think anybody wants mine.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you'd be surprised. I guess it's a hot thing to do. But if they didn't have the rest and they never knew it was you, then. Yeah. But it's weird.
But if they knew it was you, that's when it would be a problem.
Well, no, I think it's all a problem because, it's just weird
It's just creepy. It's a creepy thing. Would I do it? Yes. As a man, I would do it.
We should both see who can make more money.
Yes. I would sell them. I would sell foot pics. I do not request them. Get that straight right now. Yet again, sell. I'm not buying them.
It's can you send me some pictures of feet that make a lot of money? And I'll see.
See if I can repurpose those.
Well, we have to watch because people like video and pictures of people eating. So
that's weird too.
We're with our food fights. We're one step away from getting RadioU fully funded.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Without our next fundraiser.
That's right.
That's one way to do it.
We're just willing to sell our feet.
So maybe we should have a foot cam during the show.
Yes, we should. We also talked about how a good amount. It's almost engagement season here across everywhere because 40% of engagements occur between Thanksgiving and Valentine's Day, and we tell you what you need to be ready.
Yeah?
Yeah, but I think some solid advice all around.
I don't know if we help, but
you don't think?
More just to put pressure on if you're in a relationship.
It is. It's also interesting, too, when we talk about engagements and stuff. And just between the three of us, we see how wildly different our philosophies are for
about it?
romance and buying rings and all that. Because we definitely don't see eye to eye on everything.
I would say no. We do not.
I hope I don't see eye to eye like you guys.
Nikki's to be honest, we don't see eye to eye much.
Yeah.
It could be because you're boys.
But particularly on engagements.
Well, you have to find out to see what we think.
Yeah.
We also talked about one of my favorite places where I visit pretty frequently for lunch. I would say 2 or 3 times a week, which is a little bit embarrassing to say, which is Cane's and a certain store that went to a location where they couldn't end up selling actual chicken.
We're not allowed.
There's a lot of sometimes things that you don't understand with like a lease. And I guess when I think of restaurants, I think, well, did they like buy the place?
Yeah.
But that's not the case for most restaurants. They're having just a very, very long lease. And in this case, some things are not disclosed. So the lease doesn't really work. So Raising Cane's is suing because they cannot sell their chicken at this location.
Yeah, it was a situation where another restaurant, McDonald's, has a exclusivity for chicken in that area. And that makes sense because the other thing that's weird is when you go somewhere and you see like two restaurants that are the same kind of restaurant,
yeah, they try
right
to keep them
beside each other.
separated. Yeah.
But they do that all the time, though.
I know.
Like
and it's
Wendy's and
it is
McDonald's, they're like
weird.
right across the street. Burger King, just like a mile down the road.
But if you're trying to sell a strip center, like a mall and stuff, then if you said, okay, McDonald's, you have the rights to adhere.
yeah.
I think it's weirder because they say all chicken products.
Right.
Where it'd make more sense if it was like, hey, you can't sell chicken fingers or chicken whatever, but not like, I'm sorry, a nugget usually is not quite 100% competition
Yeah, and
for
chicken sandwiches are
Raising
quite
Cane's.
different than Raising
it's very
Cane's.
different. It's like if B-Dubs and a McDonald's were next to each other. Like those are completely different things.
Yeah,
Right.
different style, but listen to the details and find out. People expect them to win their case, but there's some drama there.
Wait till McDonald's has, it'll be a Five Guys that moves in there instead.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
yeah,
don't
there
sell
you go.
chicken.
No chicken.
Yeah.
But a little bit more competition, actually.
Well, enjoy the podcast, enjoy our food fight, enjoy our shoes on our feet today because you're getting no other feet pics, and enjoy your day for the podcast.
We will catch you next
See you
time.
guys.
Unless, how much would you pay? No. Bye.
Don't say we didn't warn you. This is the worst of the riot.
It's time for one of our Monday traditions, the football headlines
Yeah,
segment.
some good games over the weekend.
Yeah, but still no snappy music every week. Okay.
I don't think we could break out the snappy music with your exceptionally deep.
Maybe it
Voice.
would distract from
Yeah.
that. Maybe it would distract from the voice. Okay. Headline number 1. Bills fumble away 17-point lead against the Vikings.
Uh-oh.
A lot of people are calling that the game of the year so far.
I thought the Bills were supposed to be good.
Yeah, we all thought that.
The
didn't
Vikings
we?
are just better. I don't know. The best team in the NFC is 8-1.
Are
they look pretty
really?
good.
Are
You
they
don't
really?
believe that, do you?
I actually do believe it. They have the best wide receiver in the league. I think they might be the best team in the NFC, actually. I mean, they just beat the Bills, who are like widely regarded as the best team in the league.
It is crazy that the Bills let this happen. It really is. I'm more concerned about the Bills than I am impressed by the Vikings. I mean, it's great, never give up type thing, but they've won a lot of close games, and some people say, well, that's a sign of a good team. I also think that's a sign of a team that's getting kind of lucky a lot.
Yeah.
So, I mean, literally
So
the
their luck ran
Bills
out.
stopped them. So this is how the game near the end, how the fumble part, the Vikings had it on like the half-yard line 4 times. They had, first, second, third, fourth down and goal. Couldn't score a touchdown. Bills stopped them. The Bills fumbled it on the next play in the end zone to give the Vikings a touchdown. That doesn't happen. It's a dumb thing to do. They literally tried to snap it to their quarterback. He dropped it.
It
Like
was a
they
dumb-
never touched it.
Isaiah,
So-
put that quote down.
The
it's a
dumb thing to do.
It's
To
a
not
dumb
snap
thing to
the ball
do.
properly. It's a dumb thing.
The
But
Bills
I'll
say they're
Let me
sorry.
tell you
Yeah.
one thing. If I was an offensive lineman in the NFL, a center, I wouldn't not be able to snap the ball to the quarterback.
That's true.
Somehow I'd figure that part out. That's my feeling on that. Okay, secondly, Dolphins take division lead. Same division. They took the division lead with beatdown of Browns. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, we got smacked yesterday.
Yeah,
Is that
by
the
the
end of the season for
Dolphins.
you, or
No, it's not the end of the season.
what do you mean?
If we win the next 2 games, we're right back in it. We're 5-6.
Who were they playing for?
And
the
then we have
next 2
Deshaun
games?
Watson.
Who are
and
the
we'll
next
win
2 games?
We've got the Bills and the Buccaneers.
The angry Bills and the surging Buccaneers.
The banged up Bills is what I like to call them. And
Oh, yeah.
then the Buccaneers, we don't have to worry about that.
All right, well, let's
Their
just
quarterback's 45 years old.
we keep hope then.
Yeah, I hope it's still alive.
Yeah. Talking of that 45-year-old quarterback, Bucks beat Seahawks in first NFL game in Germany. Did you wake up
that's
early for that
cool.
one?
The Germany game.
Yeah, that was a cool. Did you watch it?
I watched the stadium. Yeah, the stadium was pretty sweet.
They have like kind kind of like we do, like mood lighting and the ceiling of the stadium.
Yeah, it was real cool. I noticed that too right away. It was a real cool look.
A real like ominous look in a way. So,
are they going to start doing Germany games every year?
I mean, I don't know about
Probably.
every year, but yeah, I think they seem to like going over to Europe. So no, I don't.
The fans are pretty crazy too. I won't lie. The stadium was pretty loud. I don't even know how.
Did you see the craziest thing about the game? It's in Germany. In the fourth quarter, they show all the fans belting out like the entire stadium. Take me home, country road.
Yeah, I did hear that.
Where that came from?
Why were they singing that?
That's what they think.
Why do all of the fans in Germany know the words to a song about West Virginia?
Who knows?
I was confused then. I'm still confused now.
Listen, they picked one song to learn for what they think is for America.
They had to put I think everybody's just drinking and they put the words up on the screen.
Sure.
And so somehow
Well, what about the big
they
one?
knew the tune.
What about the bigger one?
What, is there another headline?
Yours.
Would you like to share it?
The Packers and the Cowboys.
Oh, you mean Packers save season with 14-point comeback versus Cowboys?
There it is. The Packers
How
won.
quickly we forget.
Well, that was a big one because Nene, our afternoon guy, he lives for the Cowboys. And we don't know why, but he does.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to be in today.
So he might have to take the day off.
He took a big L yesterday. And you know what? Some people, the Packers were down 14 by, it was 28-14, kind of getting late in the game. And some people might have given up, but not me. And more importantly, not Aaron Rodgers.
And not your voice.
Yeah.
It didn't give up, even though you cheered too much.
Still cheering through the pain is what we did yesterday. And that propelled Green Bay to victory. And it didn't even take a stupid hiking fumble for Green Bay to get the win. They just did it fair and square.
Did you watch the game, Isaiah?
I watched in and out of the game. I fell asleep multiple times during the game just because it was a blowout and then they came back, but I was asleep while they were coming back, so I didn't get to see any of the exciting parts, but I did get to see a couple of the plays.
Well, at least you're well rested.
Yes, I feel good today.
Not like Nene. So make sure this afternoon you text Nene in and just don't be mean about it, all right, if you're a Packers fan, but you can just gently encourage him that his team will get another win.
Yeah, we can. You can make fun of him for that and for paying for a Twitter verified check mark.
Did he pay for it?
Well, he's verified now, so
Attaboy.
I'm pretty sure.
Gosh, don't just throw that out there.
Just threw him under.
I noticed that when I was trash talking him. I was like, how did he get verified? He was paying the $8.
He's paying. He always wanted to be verified.
Good for him.
You won't hear a show like this anywhere else. And that's probably for the best. The worst of the riot. Radio U.
I have a TikToker here that is raising some eyebrows. And I wanted to present it to you guys as a cautionary tale, I guess.
Yeah. Because you're worried?
Yeah, I'm worried that this is going to be either of you two because we have a woman here who lives a barefoot lifestyle. She goes out and will run like errands and stuff.
Barefoot?
With no shoes.
I thought most places wouldn't let you in if you don't have shoes on.
She said, I finally found the shoes required sign. Still didn't wear them, though.
No one cares anymore.
Yeah, well, I mean, what are they going to do?
We'll ask you to leave.
And you're saying...
And walk out barefoot.
Well, thanks for the suggestion, but no, I'm going to not leave.
Well, I mean,
what, are they going to not take your money?
Yeah.
You think
I mean, anywhere, it's like no shoes, no service, is it not? So if they don't want to serve you, they don't have to.
I think maybe they're more concerned if you're not wearing your shirt, but maybe no one, I guess maybe no one ever looks down to even care enough at your shoes.
And you know what? I think they do that at restaurants, but even at like grocery stores, I don't think like at Walmart and stuff, I don't think they have those signs, do they?
Probably not.
I think it's just like an assumed thing.
Well,
as like a grown-up that you wouldn't do.
An assumed thing here at Radio U, and in most places a business, and yet...
Hey, we're not barefoot.
Yeah.
Well, where do you draw the
difference
line?
today.
Where do you draw the line?
You draw the line when you can see my bare skin.
No, so you could. So you're saying you could walk into the store with socks on?
I'm saying slippers.
Slipper, but you guys take
I've never walked in here.
I think
with
slippers
socks on.
I think slippers are unprofessional. I think that when you guys...
You're wearing a Green Bay Packers jersey every single day in here. I don't want to hear about unprofessional.
Yeah, support the team.
Support the team. That doesn't make you professional.
Hey, Isaiah, that sounds like hurt people hurt.
Yeah.
So we shouldn't do
There's
that.
nowhere in any office policy not here anyways, that says you can't wear a jersey or support your team.
What about slippers? Did it say that in there?
No, but our handbook used to say like you couldn't wear flip-flops and certain shoes like out
And
at
what do
events
slippers
and stuff.
do when you walk?
They flop
flip
and they flop.
So you cannot wear slippers.
I think it was more.
around
Don't tell
the
me how to
building.
dress to work. When the boss comes down and cracks down on me, I'll do
the
whatever.
boss. I am the boss.
No.
And a big boss sent me down here. He doesn't.
This is how you're telling
sometimes
him?
he doesn't like to get his hands dirty.
Hey, well, tell me to get him dirty down here if he doesn't want me to wear slippers. Next, you'll take away my blanket.
Can you imagine after that meeting? It's like, well, we really think you're doing a great job. We really appreciate because they want us to support you.
Yeah.
But they're like, but
They give you a feel-good sandwich.
we've had some complaints about your slipper wearing, and it's actually just Hudson complaining. And you're doing your own meeting. I don't know. There's a big difference between socks, slippers, and just completely being barefoot wherever you
Barefoot.
go. But some people say it's good for your, I don't know, posture or stuff.
I think that's just them finding excuse to be obtuse.
They just want to be different.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm just seeing this, and I know you guys now. There's a big line between slippers and socks and barefoot, and there's a big line between doing it at work and going and doing it in other places. I don't know if there is. I think it's a slippery slope that becomes
It's
a
a
whole lot more
slipper slope.
slippery when you're wearing slippers.
Not for me. I've never been a barefoot person. Like, even
Yeah.
as a child, I was never barefoot. Never for me. My feet would not do well barefoot.
They say that it's different when you're going into stores because if you're going in barefoot and you step on something at the store and then you try to sue the store,
Yeah.
that's why they have to have that warning there.
That's the only reason.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that is the only reason. Have you seen how some people dress going into stores?
I know. Yeah, you can
Ridiculously.
wear just about everything,
Listen,
anything.
no one cares anymore about anything.
Yeah,
And
it's,
that
actually
includes your
it's
shoes.
true. I've noticed actually a downturn in even like grocery store attire. People used to, like, not 2 years ago before COVID. I guess I'll just chalk it up to that. Used to at least be presentable, leaving the house to go to Kroger.
I just can't.
Yeah, now it's just.
And how dare you for bringing no. So for a lot of the people who were in the lady's defense of like going in barefoot, they said, I'm sure she understands that if she got hurt, she won't be blaming the store. Because
yeah.
she took on it as her own
obviously,
risk.
clearly, that's absolutely right. That okay. I'm not. I just wanted to bring this to your attention because I want to. If I bring it out to the light now, hopefully it'll stop you guys in the future.
Now I want to take my socks off just to bother you. Look at the feet. Look at the feet.
Find more Riot content online. Riot.radiou.com.
Okay. So talking of eating, this is a case of you be the judge. Like the letter U for radio. You be the judge, Nikki. But in this case, it involves Raising Cane's chicken fingers.
Oh.
Don't let that cloud your judgment, though. You need to be
Yeah.
fair,
Sure.
balanced, honest. But here's the facts of the case. Raising Cane's is suing a company in Indiana. I believe it's called Schottenstein something. And what happened was Raising Cane's was going to open Schottenstein Property Group. They were going to open a new location in Indiana.
Yeah.
They were going to put it at a place called Crossings of Hobart. The store was what was formerly home to a TGI Fridays.
Mm-hmm.
They were ready to go. They had a 15-year lease signed with this property group, okay? However, what they didn't realize before they started opening up the restaurant, but after they had signed the lease, is that there was already a previously signed deal with a McDonald's nearby that gives the McDonald's the exclusive rights to sell chicken products at that shopping center.
Oh, because it's so close to that. Oh,
Yeah.
they can't sell their chicken fingers.
They are not allowed to sell chicken
Well,
products at Raising Cane's. And
First off, that doesn't make sense.
Raising Cane's, their primary thing is chicken fingers.
Yeah, that's all they got, guys.
So they can't just make a living off of Texas toast and fries and coleslaw.
And sauces.
And-
I guess
yeah, I
you can
guess
still
so.
get your sauces. Wow, that's a really weird thing. I mean, you don't realize that they would already have something that would keep you. So I would think that whenever they were a new person coming in, that would change, the rights in the area. But so are they going to go to court? Are they going to not build? What are they going to do?
Yeah, well, I mean, they're not allowed, right? But they do have that lease, so they are suing to get their money back on that lease. Yeah, it says, despite knowing the entire business model of Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers is premised on the sale of chicken fingers, the defendants did not disclose this issue before the lease was executed.
Chicken drama.
Now we're only getting the Raising Cane's side of the story here, though. What if there's a good reason that the property group went ahead and gave them a 15-year lease, even though they already had signed exclusive chicken rights to McDonald's?
Listen, if it was a TGI Fridays going out, I just have a feeling there's probably not a lot of people interested in another restaurant spot.
You think?
So I think they were just like, please, and they didn't want to say anything.
Maybe that TGI Fridays just wasn't very good.
I mean,
a lot of them aren't.
It's tough for a lot of restaurants. So.
Yeah.
They say that, they're just going to go forward with that to have the lawsuit so that they could try to get out of the lease and move somewhere else.
Yeah, well, good luck to Raising Cane's. We're always, we support Cane, don't we?
I do. I think it's not the same like it used to be. But,
wow.
That's just what you can do.
Yeah. And get off Nikki's lawn, too.
Does it sound grumpy?
Yeah.
I don't want to sound grumpy, but it's
Back
not.
in my day, Raising Cane's had chicken fingers as big as your head.
I am not the only one who feels this way.
Yeah, no, they have gotten smaller, but
they're chicken fingers like a chicken stub.
I feel like they got smaller a long time ago, though.
I know
We're still harping on it.
They
It's
did.
like back in the good old days.
Their chicken fingers are smaller. Their Texas toast are smaller. Everything's smaller.
Yeah, it's no longer the golden age of Raising Cane's, I'll tell you that. But you know what? We just gotta live and learn. Just gotta move on.
Just have some good memories. And
one love, right?
if you're in that area, not sure you'll get a Raising Cane's right now.
Unfortunately.
Hudson, Nikki, The Riot on Radio U.
Engagement season coming up.
For people?
For animals.
I don't know, like
for
engagements
animals.
for like what sort of engagements?
Like parties.
Social media engagements?
Yeah, right. That would be great. The numbers are way up. It's engagement season. No, it is engagement season because 40% of engagements take place between Thanksgiving and Valentine's Day.
You're in the hot zone.
Which is that's a long period of time. So I guess that is that's I don't know how much that's saying, but you do want to be prepared if you think you might be in a relationship where either you might need to be the one doing the proposing. This might be a good time to do it, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe you might be getting a surprise sometime this holiday season.
Or just buckle up if you know some of your friends will be getting engaged and try not to get annoyed.
Point. That's a good annoyed.
Yeah, try to be
It's a
happy
beautiful,
for them.
yeah, exactly. It's a beautiful thing.
Are wedding things happy or annoying?
Well, going to the wedding is annoying.
So
and
if
all
it's your
the posts
friend
on social media are probably annoying. So, but
like your whole friend
you
group
still,
changes.
You need to be happy for them though. Still, it's unending love. It's beautiful. So it looks like I've got here some trends for engagement rings. If you're thinking about that, like for example, women picking out their own engagement ring is getting to be
that's popular.
a new thing. What do you think about that?
Meh.
What do you mean?
I mean, for me, it makes no difference. If she wants to pick it out, that's fine.
Is this just another thing of like you not having to do something?
Yeah, like if you want to pick it out, that's fine. If you want me to pick it out, I'll do it. I don't
That's
care.
fine too.
It is a crazy. Like, do you have any good advice on this of picking out an engagement ring? It's difficult, isn't it?
It is, but what you can do is like you just go find if she has any rings and just grab them all without her noticing.
Okay,
And thinking she's been robbed. But take those all, and then that way, if you go to a jewelry store, they can help you, and then you can figure out the size.
Yeah. Look, this
You
is
can
what
tell
she
her
normally
style.
wears.
Yeah.
So help me pick one out. She likes. Oh, I can see she likes really expensive ones.
Oh.
Yeah, you should get her the most expensive ring we have.
No,
they
take
say.
her cheaper jewelry.
What about have you ever? What about the taking the sister to help you pick out?
Oh, like if she has a sister?
I think I've changed my mind. I want them to pick it out. I want them to pick it out. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
This is why you're still single.
See, that's why I feel like any girl would be like, great, I get to pick out my own ring. That sounds fantastic. Because I'm going to get them.
But it's supposed to be a surprise.
Every girl right now, it's different now because there's social media.
Yeah.
They, in their mind, if you asked any girl who's not married, she would say, this is the exact ring that I want.
Yeah, sometimes they're.
And so I'm not going to get that.
So she's told her sister or her friend, and you got to find out from them.
See,
so
I would
it's a
rather
surprise.
like, and also like if you're proposing to someone, it's not like it's like out, like it could be out of the blue, but like they really know, like it's that time. Like you've had that conversation probably.
Hopefully.
And so at that point, I'd just be like, "What's the ring that you want again?" Just in case
Just
one
in
day.
case.
Ask her that like a year before, then you get it going. Then
where's
you
your
know?
sense of tact and romance?
See, I just don't want to mess it up. I don't want to buy 2 rings. I don't want to go through the return process.
You don't want to
It
be
can
annoying.
still be a surprise. You know what it's going to be. Like, it could be any time. And you can always be prepping for it. She thinks it's this weekend. It's not for another month and a half. She has no idea. But at the same time, I'm not going to mess up the ring.
Well,
Because that's important.
You only have until Valentine's Day because this is engagement season.
I don't
Well, it's a
know
good
if I
thing I got
like the
plenty of
strategy
time.
of setting her up like it's going to be this weekend and
Actually,
then doing it a month from now.
I know. Like, can you imagine being the meanest and you just ask her to marry you the day after Valentine's Day?
Oh,
Yeah, that's right.
Or like after New Year's.
Right.
Well,
yeah.
rings are pretty, but you want to make sure you pick something right.
Yeah. As Nikki, do you have any other, as the lady of the group, do you have any other advice on
For
engagement
guys
rings?
or for ladies?
Either.
Be kind if you're the lady, and if you don't like it, you can always change it later.
You can?
Yeah.
do you
Usually
mean?
people add to their rings down the road.
Yeah.
And then for the guy, don't feel pressure either. You don't have to spend all your money on it now because she'll change it later.
Exactly. You're probably not going to pick the right one as is.
So don't worry about it.
Unless you talk to her sister.
Yeah. Or bring us along. We'll be happy to come with you.
I don't know if you want that.
Bring me along. I'll just ask her, like, what's that ring you want again? I'm trying to get it. Apparently my buddy wants
Will
it.
you just point and pick, please?
Send me a link.
Yes. Oh, no. Don't ever ask her to send you a link.
Thanks for watching the worst of the riot. Since you made it this far, you might as well like, subscribe, and check out riot.radiou.com for even more riot.